How many genders are there?
As many as you want to be. I don't care. It's their choice.
I don't know why everybody cares so much.
How many genders do you think there are?
2.
You're a 2-gender person.
Yeah.
Because I've been meeting some people here that say that there's an unlimited amount of genders, and I don't know what to make of that. Like I'm confused by it.
Genetically, it's just XX and XY. So.
And do you identify as a conservative or liberal?
More independent. Than
Independent.
anything. Yeah.
And would you say you're right-leaning or left-leaning?
Left.
Left-leaning. But the idea of 2 genders is a right-leaning thought these days. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So
It's a little bit depends on what the
I guess you're moderate.
Thingers, yeah.
How many genders do you think there are? You personally, how many genders are in the world?
Gosh,
It's a question for college students. I'm curious what college students, are thinking these days.
I know. I guess it's hard for me to answer because
Is it 2? Is it 10? Like what's the range? What do you think?
I don't know. I think there's quite a lot that people can consider themselves.
Well, I know what they can consider themselves, but how many genders do you think there are? From a scientific standpoint, or however you want to, how many genders are there?
If I had to give a number,
Yes, you had to give a number.
I'll just go with 10.
You don't think why? That's so arbitrary.
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there because in my mind.
Why not just 2? Why not just male and female?
I mean, there's a lot of ways that people identify themselves.
Right, but that doesn't mean it's correct, right? Like someone could identify as a lizard, and is that a gender too now? I'm literally asking just questions here. But you're okay with the concept of multiple genders?
Yes.
And you identify as left-leaning, right-leaning?
Liberal.
How many genders do you think there are? In your opinion, how many genders are in the world?
As much for everybody else, that's their business.
But I want your worldview. How many genders do you think there are?
2.
Just 2.
Just 2.
And are you? Would you say you're left-leaning or right-leaning when it comes to politics?
I wouldn't say.
But that's I'm with you in the answer. I think that there's 2 genders. So
I mean, if someone else want to call themselves something else, that's their business.
I'm with you on that one. I'll respect whatever they want to say about themselves. They should live their best life. But personally, my worldview is biology states that there's 2 genders.
We all know that. It's just we all know that. But
we all know that's hilarious.
But you already know how it go. I ain't trying to fight nobody about it. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious. Just let it go.
It's not.
How many genders are there?
Whoa.
I'm just curious about your worldview. There's no right or wrong answer.
Of course.
I don't think there's a quantifiable number. I
agree.
think gender's a spectrum.
I think gender is an expression. I feel like everybody can clarify however they need to, rather than we try and put it into categories.
So you think that there's more than just male, female?
Oh yeah. I think that we have a sex, male, female, or based on genitalia kind of thing. I get that. I don't think there's just the 2.
So you
I
think
get
sex
that.
is binary, but gender could be fluid?
Yes, and I think sex is there's also intersex, like a middle ground.
That actually exists. 0.0018% of people are born intersex.
Yes, exactly.
It's
So,
like
but it's
red eggs.
extremely rare and extremely
Yes.
uncommon, but it does exist.
Yeah.
But that's different than obviously transgender.
Right. But yeah, sex sounds binary, gender is spectrum, fluid, can be anything.
Cool. Thank you for your thoughts, guys.
Thank you for the question.